everybody, and welcome to Veronica's bariatric journey. I am Veronica and I just had the gastric bypass surgery. So keep watching and you will learn a lot. As soon as we got into the hospital, we were greeted by valet where they parked our truck for us and we went straight to registration. After we were registered, we walked down the hall to the surgical waiting room. They called my name and I went into the room that I would soon wake up in after surgery. The first step was to test my pee to make sure that I wasn't pregnant and to make sure I didn't have any infections. They have you wipe your body down to reduce the possibility of infection. You definitely don't want that, so make sure to follow the directions when they give you those wipes. And then from there, I also climbed into the hospital bed. So I kind of hung out there until I got they made me put these cotton swabs of iodine up my nose. I had no idea that I would be going through this because no one even ever said anything about it, but it's to reduce the chances of infection. From there, I did have to split up and my fiance had to stay behind and they wheeled me to this room where I met the anesthesiologist and I also met with one of the nurses. They told me that I was going to get shots in my stomach. So after that, I woke up. When I first woke up, I was not too confused. I was just very glad that I did not remember anything of the shots going into my stomach. That really freaked me out. So I'm glad that they put me under before doing that. Biggest uncomfortable part of the whole experience of waking up was that throat. The throat was super itchy. My mouth was so dry. About 2.5 hours after I woke up, they did say that I needed to start drinking. The first thing that you start drinking is water, and it's just a tiny little cup, a 30 milliliter cup. So I started drinking half of the 15 milliliters, so about 7.5 milliliters, and I would just kind of sip on it and then swirl it around in my mouth to make sure that my mouth wasn't extremely dry. Another thing that you'll experience is the gas pain. Oh my goodness, the gas pain hurt so bad on my shoulders. I had my fiance just kind of massage it out, but really what helps is the walking. Walking will help you so much. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to walk on that much. I did do 2 laps around the hospital, but I instantly felt nauseous right after that. 7 p.m., they moved me to a different room. And in that room, I wasn't able to get up because I had almost passed out 2 times prior to that. So they wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to hurt myself while going to the bathroom. Well, going to the bathroom was a very, very different experience. And when I peed, it would just suction out all the pee and put it in this jar. It was a little bit embarrassing to do that, but my fiance helped me out and I had no idea how much pee I was gonna actually pee. I've never peed so much in my life. The leg compressors that they put on the legs was really hard to fall asleep with, but ultimately it was to reduce the likelihood of getting blood clots in my legs. Of course, after the 15 milliliters, they bump it up to 30 milliliters, and then they start having you eat some Jello. I would put the medicine inside the Jello and then just swallow it because it was very hard for me to only do 15 milliliters at a time. I did have to keep a food log of what I had eaten in an hour, which was honestly very hard for me because every time I took a sip or ate some Jello, my stomach would hurt very, very bad. So that was the only issue with my food intake, and I wasn't able to leave the hospital until I got all the way to stage 4, which was being able to drink more than 4 to 8 ounces. I think that the grossest part of this surgery was the drain tube. The drain tube kind of just hung around, and sometimes they needed to strip it, which meant that they had to just kind of get all the blood clots that were in the line. So that kind of made my stomach turn. Overall, it was a long 3 days in the hospital. There are definitely things that you can bring to make your stay more comfortable, and I will be linking a video on what I would have brought if I were to have done this all over again. Since the day of my surgery, I have lost 11 pounds. This just blows my mind because I can't even fathom that. On the day of surgery, I weighed 216.2 pounds. Now I weigh 205.2. This is my stomach right now, and yes, I am in pajamas. This is where the drain tube was. I have a total of, I believe it's 6 incisions. Overall, the surgery did go very well, and I am so happy with the results so far, and I am very excited to see how my body changes in the next few weeks. Well, that concludes our video for today, guys. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and don't forget to watch my video of 5 things that I didn't know about going into bariatric surgery. Bye for now.